Hello and welcome to Raymond's Art Studio at www.raymondsartstudio.com. Okay, today's lesson is about wedging your clay. The first step that you have to do before you can turn anything on the wheel, before you can do any slab work at all, you need to wedge your clay. Wedging helps to get any air out of the clay, and it helps to consistently get the moisture throughout the clay. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a piece of clay. This is quite a large piece of clay for a beginner, so we're going to cut it in half. About 1.5 pounds of clay is very comfortable for most people to start with. So this is a good sized piece. So what we're going to do with our clay is we're going to knead our clay. We're not making bread, so we're not going to keep folding it over and folding it over. We're just pushing the clay into itself. Let me explain. You use the bottom of your hand here, the palms of your hand, and you simply push both hands into the clay, raise it, push into the clay, raise it, and you just get this motion going here. Push in to the clay. What it does is when you're putting pressure on the clay, it's forcing the air pockets and it's forcing any air bubbles out of the back of the clay. This sometimes takes 20, 30 turns, sometimes more if your clay is really full of air and it's inconsistent. After you've done this for about 20, 30 turns, your clay should be air free and it should be consistently moist throughout. Keep your clay on the same area of your bat. Your bat is made of plaster Paris, so it absorbs moisture out, and you don't always want it to get all the moisture out. You're just trying to get the moisture consistent throughout the piece of clay so that in the turning process it's smooth and ready to go. This also helps get the molecules of the clay all turning in one direction so that when you put it onto the wheel, it makes it much smoother turning. Now this piece of clay is starting to feel just right. I can tell that the moisture is feeling like it's just the same throughout. And I'm not hearing any air pockets coming out of the backside. So I'm going to roll it into a ball. And what I do is I roll it into a cylinder, and that prepares it for the wheel. Now this piece of clay is ready to be thrown. So let's go to the wheel and put it on and see if we can center it.